So 2 days ago, the Dallas Mavericks decided that Luka Doncic was no longer their franchise player. In other words, the Dallas Mavericks decided that winning basketball games was no longer their first priority as, a basketball team. So I decided to give this really bad breakup, some time and space, how you should take a healthy break after sitting with it. It just makes even less sense than it did the night of. Let's break this down into some more digestible aspects of this trade. Number one, what you got in return. You got a aging Anthony Davis and a good defensive player in Christie. But I mean, none of this matters. None of this defensive identity that Nico is trying to apparently build is going to matter if you can't put the ball in the basket. And Kyrie's been having a fantastic year, but you have to agree, as the GM who's built this team around Luka for the past, 5-6 years, you have to agree that the engine works because of Luka. You have all these players that are willing to buy in on defense because they know that they have the best playmaker of all time, almost. I mean, him and Nikola Jokic, LeBron, that's the conversations he's in, and you traded him for an aging superstar. I don't care about your win now window. I mean, you were just in the finals. Something that AD and LeBron have not been able to do. So what do you think that Kyrie and AD with I love them, two elite defensive centers, okay? It doesn't, just moving Anthony Davis to the 4 doesn't make him now the lead of a championship team. And I would love to be wrong. I would love that this is somehow a major galaxy brain chess move for the Dallas Mavericks, but it's not. And no wonder you had to keep this trade under wraps, because every single reasonable person would have told you no. I just don't understand, in a world where Rudy Gobert is going for, I believe, 5 or 6 first-round picks. Mikal Bridges last offseason got traded for 5 first-round picks, and you're telling me the haul you get is a bullshit first-round pick from the Lakers, who you just traded a 25-year-old superstar? You know how old he'll be in 2029? He'll be 29, okay? You think that first-round pick's going to be useful? No, it's not. Bro, you got fleeced. You could have asked any other team, and they would have given you a shit ton of fucking first round picks, young talent, everything that you could possibly need. They would have given it to you. So I just don't understand why this is the outcome if you're trading Luka Doncic. At the end of the day, if you're trading him, why is this the return you're getting? So that brings us to the second area of this trade, is kind of what happens to the Dallas Mavericks after they make this trade. I'm sorry, but if you're reliant on Kyrie Irving to be your scoring dynamo, which I guess you have to be, him and AD in the pick and roll will be fun. I think it'll look good, at least, but I just don't think it's something that you can rely on long term as much as you could rely on Luka. Also, Kyrie Irving is a sensitive superstar, one of my favorite players of all time, but he is, and I think everyone can see that. And one thing that I think he hates the most is an organization that he feels like he can't trust. And if any report that we've seen, Luka and Kyrie are building this bond. They look like brothers on the court. Fantastic. They're one of the best offensive duos of all time, statistically. And you traded him for Anthony Davis. I hope Kyrie leaves, joins the Lakers. I hope AD leaves, joins the Lakers. I hope everyone just goes to the Lakers, just so the Dallas Mavericks can have no one. When you're seeing the great migration happen from a team, I've seen Dallas Mavericks fans in countless subreddits, countless Instagram comments, everything. They just don't want to be associated with someone who would make a decision like this. And don't get me started on this press conference. This press conference is abysmal. If I was Jason Kidd, I would not be returning to coach this team. If you're telling me that all I had to do for my offensive game plan was, hey guys, you stand in that corner, you stand in that corner, you stand on that wing, I'm going to give Luka the basketball, and then he'll just figure out what we're supposed to do. You actually have to have an offensive game plan. You have to build around the pieces you have when you don't have someone as blessed as Luka Doncic is. This is just insane. It's ridiculous. I'm going to be making a video later today on the other trade that happened today. If you're in the know, I don't think it's a little sneak peek. I don't think it's very good. Hope you enjoy, and I hope you're not a Dallas Mavericks fan, because if you are, hopefully you buy thin rope.